Hello, I am Gabriel. So let's look at what I got going on. As you see, I got the Koala set up in the screenshot, but I got it running through hardware. I got the Behringer, and I'm using inputs 7 and 8, as I got right there, outboard gear 7 and 8, input 7 and 8. So what's going on here? All right, what's going on here? We have the Behringer. The output on the Behringer is going to the input on the Ashly. All right. This is the PQX 572, company out of New York State, near Rochester, I believe. Parametric EQ, sounds great. All right, so the Behringer is going into the Ashly. The Ashly is going into the inputs on the Behringer 7 and 8, as you really can't see. And as you can see on the Reaper, I have input right here. It says Koala Sampler. The input, right there, stereo 7 and 8. All right, and so then over here, make sure this camera doesn't go too wacky. Then over here, this program right here, this is called the caster. And I select, it says right here, you select the input. What input? Click right here, whatever's here. This is like if you're doing like a podcast, if you're doing OBS, whatever. But anyway, so what program you want to select? Koala, boom. What output? Click on the output. I want to use my Behringer. I want to use stereo. I want to use output 7 and 8. Yeah. So Koala's going out of 7 and 8. Right there. And it's going into 7 and 8. Alright, so we have output 7 and 8. As you can see, it's in stereo. It's going out of the Behringer, the Koala. So this program is making the Koala pick what inputs to go out. Because in the Koala program, if you go here, in the Koala program, you go to settings, you look at audio, it just says in, out, into, out to. That's nothing. Doesn't mean nothing. Can't do nothing with that. All right. So, but this program directs it to go to a certain output, stereo output 7 and 8. All right. So it's going to 7 and 8. Output on the Behringer, which is, let me just do it to show you again. This is my Behringer. 8 ins, like 12 outs or something like that. All right, so it's going out. It's going out of 7 and 8 and back of the Behringer. A lot of wires back there. Out of the Behringer 7 and 8 and in, and then the Ashly, because it's going. So it's routing itself. It's going to go from the Behringer to here, Behringer to this compressor, the interface Behringer to the compressor Behringer, to the EQ Ashly, then back to the Behringer into 7 and 8 input, and that's where we end up in Reaper program, and that is as you can see, it's right here. Boom, boom, boom. I wonder if it's something to do here, because see, this is a caster. This is like for podcasters. This is all free. They got a free version and paid version. All these different sounds. Alright, let's try to get this Koala going again. Let's see here. Alright, there we go. Now it's playing. Alright, I'll mess around with some of the compression and EQ. also the in the Reaper program. I just have this. I just had the meters. As you can see, the meters right here are jumping on the beat. Just trying to keep it below 0. Then on the master, I just had this plugin Alliance, Shadow Hills Industry. This is a plugin of hardware, so I just had this going. And turn it off. And then I had my IK Multimedia. I like this stuff. People don't like this stuff, but this is on the master. Let me just turn this on and off. This is a preset I just picked. Here we go. So that's it. So what we have is how do you set this up again? You have the Koala app. You can't change the outputs on here, which is the whole reason why I'm doing this. Had to do it this way. I/O. It just tells you. It takes the basic ins and outs of your computer, right? So it automatically wants to take the ins from the 1 and 2 right here, which is just 1 and 2, and then they have the outs of the 1 and 2 out, and then so I had to run it through the caster program. So you would load up Koala, load up your caster. You want Koala here. This is like an input area that wants to go out, and you pick your outputs. This is my sound card, my interface, right there. UMC 1820 stereo out. I also could have picked mono out. I don't know who would want to do that, but anyway, stereo out 7 and 8. That 7 and 8 is running out into the Behringer. I'm just doing a recap. I'm running out to the Behringer, so I'm getting hardware processing this compressor, and then it's running. Then I have the EQ running after the Behringer. And everything's to my taste, and then the EQ is running into 7 and 8, and then 7 and 8 is going into Koala Sampler 7 and 8. Right there, 7 and 8 next to right there. See that? Input 7 and 8. All right, so that's it. Thanks for checking out the video. Any questions? I could try to answer, but I did go on a group and I was asking, how can you change the outs on Koala in the Mac software? But people say there was no Mac. There's no update. There's not even no EQ with the Koala app on the Mac yet. So this is another way you can run it, or even you can just use the caster if you wanted to change the inputs through the, or you don't have to use hardware. You can just use the outputs. I believe. Actually, I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can just go from Koala straight to like a DAW, a digital audio workstation. If you can go Koala straight to Reaper, you can try that. But I don't know. This is how I did it. I like the sound of the Ashly EQ, of course. The Behringer does the job. It's not a higher end compressor, but it does the job. And that's it. Peace.